What's going on, people? It's John Gab here. I help people master their mindset. You already know. Listen, I'm going to share with you guys a very simple but powerful mindset shift. Listen, guys, yeah? Just realize this. Anything you have in your life that is like normal to you or like familiar, and it's almost like safe, you don't have any resistance towards that, right? So let's say, for example, think of anything you now do that once was hard, once it was challenging, once it felt a bit of resistance towards it. I guess a good example I could give you guys would be driving. You know, when you first learn to drive, it's uncomfortable, it's unknown, you don't really know what you're doing. But then it becomes so normal. You're like, yeah, I'll drive my car without even really looking where I'm going, play music, etc., 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 right? But this is the crazy thing. Let's take the analogy of making more money in your life. Most people have resistance towards that because of past beliefs, you know, the way society's programmed us about money, many reasons why, parents, people, society, teachers, etc. So it's like people have beliefs, right? And this could be in any area. It could be weight loss. It could be any area, any area you're trying to progress in and you can't seem to get there. And the reality is, it comes down to is that you have resistance towards it, right? There's some block you have in your mind. So there's going to be some kind of belief, or there's going to be some kind of story you have in your mind that is blocking you from achieving that thing. Because again, guys, if you look at any, I don't know, let's say weight loss, for example. Why do so many people want to lose weight, but they don't? It's not that they don't know how to lose weight, is it? It's not that there's not the fucking information out there. It's 2023, we've got YouTube, we've got Google, we've got coaches, we've got everything you need to lose weight. In fact, most people know what to do to lose weight. Fucking eat less and move more, simple. But they don't do it. Why? Because of resistance and blocks and beliefs in their mind. And essentially, they link danger to it. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the reality of it. At some level, there's a threat to losing weight. So it's safer, or so they think it is, to stay where they are, to stay fat. Same with money, right? If you have certain beliefs around money, like making money's bad, or people who make money are evil, or whatever the fuck it might be, you making more money is going to be harder for you to get there if you have certain beliefs around that. Or imagine you believe, for example, that if you make more money, people in your family are gonna disown you, for example, whatever it might be. So what you need to do, guys, hear me out, yeah? You need to realize something. And this stuff I'm telling you right now is some of the maddest stuff you're gonna learn about the mind. But realize your mind does not know the difference between what you imagine and what is real. I can prove it to you right now. Close your eyes, pause the video, or after I've explained this, and pause the video, and just imagine you are standing on the top of a building, like a skyscraper, mad high up, and you're looking over the edge, and your feet are dangling off, and at any moment you can fall. Pause the video and do that. Just get to that scene in your mind. All right, so you should have paused the video and done that, right? Now, if you've done it correctly, you should have felt, even for some split second, that it was happening to you. Like there was some part of you that's like, oh my God, I'm actually there. Point proven. Your mind can't differentiate between what you imagine and what is actually happening to you. So this is where it gets crazier. People have beliefs and stories in their mind which have never even happened. They have illusions in their mind of things that have not even happened yet. They have these stories in their mind of what could go wrong, and you know, this might happen and that might happen. And ultimately, what I've realized after coaching thousands of people at this point now is most people's mind is set on fear. Most people's mind is set on what they do not want. All right? And for as long as your mind is set on fear, you will always avoid moving towards it. So again, let's use the example of somebody trying to make more money, or the example of somebody trying to lose weight. If they have fears around that, they will always sabotage. They will always pull away at the last moment because guess what? It's dangerous. So let's not go there. We're good now. We're safe where we are. But this is where it gets powerful, guys, because just how I used that analogy before, how you can't tell the difference between what you imagine and what is real. You can use that to trick your mind to achieving your goals and dreams. Because if you can imagine you're standing on the top of a building and a skyscraper, and you believe that you're there, you can do the same with your dream life. So let's say you're trying to make more money and you feel resistance towards making a certain amount of money, right? It's not known to you. You don't know what that feels like. You've never experienced that. You know, and guys, it's like this. I remember when I was younger and I went down this road, I think it was either in Amsterdam or London or somewhere, and it was like the Louis Vuitton stores and, you know, all the kind of expensive stores, quote unquote. And I remember going down there and I wanted to go in the store, but I didn't go in the store. Why? Because I felt uncomfortable. It didn't feel normal for me. It felt, oh, like, this isn't for me. Like, this isn't for me. So how the fuck am I gonna get money if I feel uncomfortable around things that require money? Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, right? So, that's just an example of how you can be aware of the things like these unconscious patterns you have. Maybe when you see people with money, you get jealous, whatever it might be, but you have these little clues in your mind that are revealing to you where you're not free. So what you want to do, for example, one way, yeah, is you can go into the like Louis Vuitton store, stuff like that. That can help you shift it. I recommend you do that. You know, go and try on the Rolex, do the things like that. But the easiest way, and something you can do day to day, yeah, real simply, is, mad noisy down this road, is you can use your imagination. So just like the same way there, I was telling you to imagine you're on the top of a building, on a skyscraper, you can imagine, right? Oh, my cafe's shut. I wanted a coffee. You can imagine, right, seeing yourself in possession of the money you want, right? And you can experience that. And then what will happen is your brain will start to accept that and believe that that's your reality. And the more times you do this with repetition and practice and repetition and practice, your brain starts to accept that as true. It starts to believe that is true. It starts to go, okay, cool, I guess we have money, right? And what you'll find is if you do this for long enough, guys, it's like anything. If you go to the gym and you lift weights once, it won't fucking happen. You're not gonna get any bigger. If you lift weights for a long enough period of time, you're gonna get bigger, you're gonna get stronger. And it's the same as with your beliefs. So the more you use your imagination and you strengthen that belief in your mind, and you start to see it in your mind, and you're feeling what it's like to have that money, you're feeling what it's like to be successful, you will notice how those resistances in your mind, those blocks in your mind, maybe like I said, you go to the Louis Vuitton store, you won't feel the resistance towards it. It will feel normal, it will feel natural. Because guess what? It's your belief. It's just your belief, it's just who I am now. So this is such a big lesson, guys, on how you can truly transform your life fast. Some tips I'd add on to this, guys. Number one is keep it simple. Keep it really simple. Don't complicate it, keep it simple. Just have one, maybe 2 points of focus. So like, for example, if you're trying to make money, only focus on money. Yeah, and just have that 1 point. So let's say you want to make 10K a month, yeah? Just focus purely on that, making 10K a month. And just keep on seeing that in your mind. Maybe you want to make 100K a month, keep seeing that in your mind. What does it feel like? You know, what scenes are you seeing playing out? And the other thing I would say, guys, is where you have resistance, figure out ways to really tap into that and see those scenes in your mind being overcome. So like if you have resistance, for example, I don't know around what example, but let's say, I don't know, losing weight again, and you have resistance towards losing weight, and you've maybe in the past you haven't succeeded at that, and there's mental resistance there. See yourself, literally, that a challenge arises here. A challenge arises in your life, and you see your mind like, you know, maybe snoozing the alarm or skipping the gym. See yourself overcoming that. Imagine the highest version of yourself. How would they be performing? How would they be showing up? And trust me, guys, if you apply this information, which 99% of you won't, you're just gonna watch this video and click off it. But if you apply this information and commit and start using this technique, I guarantee you your life's gonna transform. This is how I went from working in a supermarket, yeah, to being able to live a life of complete freedom on my own terms, however I want, doing whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm in Tulum right now in Mexico. I can go anywhere I want today if I want. I can go to Brazil, I can go to Colombia, I can go and stay anywhere I want. I've been at my Airbnb, and every morning I've just been waking up, extending each day. I go, hey, can I extend it? I don't even know the price tag on it. I don't know how much it's costing me. I just pay. I'm just like, okay, cool. Can I extend? Can I extend? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I don't know what I want to do next. So I'm just living very free flow. But how did I do that? Because I use my imagination, guys. When I used to work in the supermarket, yeah, I would be, like, for example, when people would come and pay me at the till, when I would get paid, so when they would pay me for their groceries or whatever, I would say thank you, as if that money was coming to me. Because I always knew I'm gonna make so much fucking money. I always knew. And I'm only getting started, guys. Watch the journey unfold, man. Watch this journey unfold. Watch where I'm gonna be in 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I already know. Do you know why? Because I see it in my mind. And I know anything I see in my mind, anything you see in your mind, it's by law. It has to be manifest into the scene. But when most people fuck up, they don't see it in their mind for long enough, yeah? And what they hold in their mind is doubts and fears and worries, and that's exactly what they manifest. This is what society wants you to believe. This is what the government wants you to believe. They try and keep you so stuck in your mind and keep you in this prison in your mind. Imagine in school. They told me in school, you have to go to university. They told me in school, you have to get a job and make 30,000 a year. They told me in school, you have to only be allowed 30 days holiday a year. Bro, can you imagine? That's what they told me. Can you imagine that? 30 days holiday a year, 30 grand a year. Sorry, what? Are you mad, bro? Guys, expand your mind. Think bigger. Realize this reality we live in can be created however you want. Whatever thoughts you hold in your mind, it will be manifest into the scene. The unseen creates the scene. All right? No slacking. Let's go.